What's up, Pisces? It's your girl, Ivy Ladone, your fitness mystic. And today we are going to find out what it is that you are transforming in the month of June 2024. My friend, if you're into these kinds of videos, I ask that you please give this a like because it tells me that you do, and I will make more. Also, one of you is eligible for a free reading at the end of these. All you have to do are 3 things though. You have to make sure that you're following or you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you like this video, and also please leave your name below so that way I can actually shout you out. Okay, Pisces, let's do this. Highest vibrational messages for the collective sign Pisces. What is Pisces transforming in June 2024? Which energetic center points, which chakras should we look at for attention to better understand what the transformation is for Pisces in June? Thank you for these messages. Wow. Okay. So I want you to know that, of course, we always do like a pre-shuffle. I never pull out cards. I know that if this is your first time here, I'm letting you know I never pull cards. They always just jump out or fall out, but I don't pull them. And though we always, right? You see, we always, as a preface to the oracle reading, we have a nice little spiritual prayer and practice and a pre-shuffle. And it's interesting because I want to share with you, because I don't pull cards, but there was a card that was double time here for you. And the card was number 3, Time Machine. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But essentially 3 and Time Machine is something about you going back to revisit something from your like childhood or like some form of creative work from your past, coming alive now in this now and day future, so to speak. A blast from the past. Something about that. Okay. Now, what's interesting, though, is that card was coming through and it was a root chakra card. And the card that comes through for you now, literally facing up and everything, like, hey, I'm here, Pisces, you need to know this, is also a root chakra card. So what this is all telling me, Pisces, is that, like, in June, you are getting to revisit, or your focus and attention can best be at your basic needs, like your shelter, your food choices, your finances, your health, right? And all types of things with health, like your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. So like this is the root chakra. It's also your primal instinct. So it's like your connection to earth. It's your connection to that raw instinct of humanity, right? Of being a human. And that includes, in this earthly realm, that includes, yes, your physical aspect, but also that unseen aspect, that spiritual aspect, the soul aspect, right? The heavens, so to speak, like the cosmic things, the cosmos. So the card that comes forward for you, take what resonates, leave the rest, is number 5, Body and Soul. Interesting. Okay, so Body and Soul is actually a card of like a question. It's an inquiry for you. And I just saw 333 on the screen. So take what resonates. But 333. So we said that the card before was a 3. Now I just saw 333. Take it or leave it. Body and Soul, though, is like an inquiry to you, Pisces. It's like asking you. It's like, Pisces, like, we know you're very spiritual, but like, do we have our checks and balances? Like, do we have our balance here with like the body and physical things? It's interesting that you're watching this on Fitness Mystic, because this is literally Fitness Mystic card, like body and soul. But it's asking like, how well are you taking care of like yourself in the physical world and also in the spiritual aspect of things? For instance, you can be taking care of your health and your fitness. You can be eating really, really well. You can be really, really fit, but you have no regard to nature. You have no regard to animals. You have no regard to, your future self or your past self or your child self. You have no regard. Like that detachment, right, is also an imbalancement. Equally, if you're all spiritual and you're just highly focused on like manifestation and vision boards and inner guidance and intuition, which are all great things, important things, but if you're only solely focused on those things, You're also detaching from this experience of reality of the physical aspect, which is very important for you, Pisces. So both, not just for you, Pisces, for all of us. I'm just making this about you because this is about you. But you know, this is the question for June. Like, how well are you balancing this out? How well are you balancing out the physical health and stuff, and how well are you balancing out the spiritual stuff, right? And spirituality, it's not religion. It's just your connection to it's your awareness. Listen to this. Spirituality is your awareness and the quality of your connectedness to that essence of this reality. I can't repeat that. Rewind and write it, someone. But that's what it comes through, and that's what it feels like. Okay, now I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna read to you the bottom of the deck for further clarity. And this is such an interesting card, Pisces. Such an interesting card. Hold on tight. So this card, number 40, is the land between. Number 40 is a third eye card. And this is so interesting because, my friend, weren't we talking about like your spirituality on that aspect being like about your inner guidance and your intuition and your manifestation and your, right? Well, this card is a third eye card, and the third eye chakra is right here. The third eye connected to your actual pineal gland, right? Because chakras are energetic center points, but the third eye is actually really truly connected to that organ as well, the pineal gland. But this area here, this energy center point, is connected to the spectrum of your inner guidance. How well do you know yourself? How well are you relying on yourself? How well are you trusting in yourself? Right? Like picking up cues, you know, and it's also a visual card, vision card. So it's interesting that we have body and soul, and at the bottom here of your deck, you have a third eye card about that. So here's what's coming up, okay? And also take what resonates. But it's kind of like what's giving here, you guys, is like in the spiritual sense right now, Pisces, you may be like on a quest, so to speak. Energetically, emotionally, it might feel that way. Like you're on a new quest, a new level, unlocking a new level of spirituality for Pisces. Am I shocked? No. It's you guys, honestly. So I love this for you. And I don't know if any other, besides Sagittarius maybe, but like I don't really know any other sign that could truly understand what I'm talking about. But your spirituality game right now, I'm so sorry. My hair is extremely curly and I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Do I look pretty for you? I just wanted to do that for you. Stupid. Anyways, spiritually speaking, as you are evolving and you're crossing a threshold into the next evolution of your spirituality, you're actually kind of right now in a in-between period in that spiritual sense. So that's interesting because what that tells me, because when we are, so many things I want to share with you. We are spiritual and then we are physical. So the spirit body is like out here. And then the physical body, I don't know why I did that. And the physical body is in here, inside of that spirit being, okay? When the spiritual things begin to unfold, when the spiritual part of life or yourself begins to have momentum or acts or doesn't, that's first before you feel it or you see it manifested through the physicality. So it's interesting that we have body and soul, Pisces, because technically speaking, body and soul is a physical card and land in between is a spiritual card. So the play here for you is kind of saying like, okay, are you taking care of your physical basic needs? Because in spiritual form right now, you might be actually a little bit like contemplating, spiritually speaking. However that unfolds for you, however that looks for you, however that feels for you, there's no judgment, and you only know how that looks. To give an example, it would be like someone who believed in like Christianity, for example. I'm not saying that you do. I'm just saying someone who was a believer in Christian faith, and somehow through experiences of life and questioning and talking and experiences, they get to a certain hill, so to speak. And at the top of the hill, they ponder. And they ponder because the belief system that has gotten them to this hill, it doesn't sit anymore with them because they see how much further they are going to go down the hill or past the hill, and the belief system that got them to that hill will not assist them in going beyond the hill. So you, my friend, are that person sitting on the hill contemplating what your beliefs are, contemplating what do you believe, what do you think of this life, revisiting your belief systems in general. And that's not a bad thing. That's a wonderful thing. You take as much time as you need. So the message for June for you, Pisces, is number one, like, how well are you taking care of your physical needs and your physical basic needs, okay? Even if you are a little bit, let's say, in limbo, right? In spirituality, if you're like, I don't know, I'm a little bit maybe lost, or maybe I'm a little bit confused, or I don't know how my discernment right now, I don't know how I feel about things. That is okay, because that's actually the land in between, and that is where you are meant to be. So wherever you are right now, if you're feeling like you're a little bit in limbo, you're like, I don't know, that is okay. I'm letting you know that the cards here are saying 111 on the screen, that's actually part of the plan. Downtime. So what would I recommend for you, Pisces, as your fitness mystic for June? I'd recommend for you to do something that will assist in developing a routine for you that gives to your basic needs. So like good food, healthy fitness and exercises, a healthy routine, morning routine and nighttime routine, proper sleep, healthy relationships, boundaries. All of that is something that is really good to practice in June. Right now, esoteric practices, highly recommend for you to get into grass if you are able to, if it's not super cold or extremely freaking hot. Get on grass, sit down on grass, ground yourself, connect with earth, and be in that space of meditation, of observation, right? Being in more downtime things for the month of June, even if that means, because you're like, oh, it's summer. What do you mean downtime, girl? I'm about to get turned up. I hear you, I feel you. Or maybe it's not summer where you're at. But even if you're wanting to turn up, for example, and we're saying like, hey, June is going to be a month for you to actually kind of like coast a little bit, the beach, the pool, the jacuzzi, the sauna, all of those kinds of experiences are going to benefit you because they're offering you time with nature. They're offering you time for self, for fun, for relaxation. And what we need this month is for you to like kind of relax the nervous system and allow yourself to be a little bit more introspective. If you need some guidance or help with the introspection, I highly recommend for you to check out Intuitive Stretch. It's a practice that I developed over the pandemic in 2020, and it's a 45-minute meditation in motion. You don't have to do the 45 minutes. In fact, I really don't even have the 45-minute class online. It's on a membership on Patreon, but you can find free shorts or short classes on its own channel, which you will find in the description box below. And you can try those classes there, and they do help you with introspection. They do help you with grounding. And of course, if you do want to try the full class, and just check out Patreon, link below, or check out maybe some of the old ones here on this channel. And of course, you can always DM me, you can always message me, you can always comment below. You can always send me an email at FitnessMysticHQ@gmail.com to work with me. And if you enjoyed this, please give this a like because it tells me that you do. Of course, I'll make more. And until the next one, Pisces, thank you so much. Happy transformation. I'll see you in the next one.